Greetings, RoomKeyPMS users. In this next session, we're going to continue to focus on our cancellation policies and the possibilities. In this session, I'm going to show you how to take an existing cancellation policy and attach it to a room type. So, that being said, let's back it up a little and just talk about how these possibilities make it necessary to have a priority preference for RoomKey to choose which policy to apply to a reservation and to show on confirmation. The PMS will use the policy attached to a client type first, then the rate plan policy, then the room type policy, and finally the default property policy. So those are all of the ways that you can attach a cancellation policy. If there is no client type policy, the system will automatically select the rate plan policy. If both a room type policy and the rate plan policy were created, the rate plan policy will override the room type policy, and so on. So, before we move on and go into room inventory, to attach a special cancellation policy to a particular room type, we want to make sure that we have that cancellation policy built. I'm going to go there now with you. So system configuration to policy. And so for this scenario, it's about my honeymoon suite. So I only have one of those, and it's also in high demand. So this is a big deal. So this has its very own isolated cancellation policy. First, I want to make sure my active arrow is pointed at the cancellation policy we're working on. So once we point at it, we can hit the edit button or not. We can just view the information as displayed below. So in this case, it's my Ramshorn guarantee. It's active. It's active. There, it's not the default for the property, nor is it the default for my booking engine. A deposit is required, and it's based on the percentage of the stay charge at 50% being the percentage that I've populated in the value. Cancellation, there is a penalty that is charged. So it's based on the percentage of stay, so 50% as well, so reflecting what we did above. And then we have to figure out the amount of hours that they would have to cancel within to have the penalty charged. So 336 hours divided by 24 is 14. So it's 14 days. That is my penalty. So it's 14 days before your arrival. It's pulling from your check-in time in RoomKey. So if it was 3 p.m. as your check-in, it's pulling 336 hours before 3 p.m. on the date of arrival. Okay, moving on. So below you can see that there's some verbiage down here. And so if you found anything that you needed to update, you could do that at this time. If this looks good, I'm going to just say okay. So now we have the working policy so that we can now go to room inventory and add it to that particular room type. In this case, my Ramshorn Villa. Okay, so I'm going to X out using the X in the upper right-hand corner. And now I'm going to head to room inventory. Okay. Next, using my active arrow, I can use my manual keys, my arrow keys, or my mouse, of course. And we can continue here, scrolling down to my villa. There it is, my Ramshorn Villa that sleeps 8. So you can see once it's selected, the information displays below. If I hit modify, it looks like I'm going to be updating this room type. I don't need to do that at this time. So I'm just going to cancel that. It's still, my active arrow is still pointed at my Ramshorn Villa. And now I'm going to head over to the Policy tab. So there are a number of tabs here, and in this case, I'm going to be affecting my Policy tab. So next, we're going to Insert, and automatically a policy pops up. That's not the one we want. So we just need to click on this area, select it, and a drop-down will appear. And all of your active cancellation policies will be here. So we can select this one. All right. And now, of course, we can't go back in time, so I can't backdate this. But as of today, this policy will be in place. So I actually want to update my end date. So I'm actually going to push it into the new year, to the end of March. Okay. And next, we're going to talk about this priority, because this will kick in when there was more than one policy where dates overlap. Priority sets which policy takes precedent. So right now it's defaulted to 0, which actually equals first. And then if we populated a 1 in here, okay, if we populated a 1, that would mean it was second. If we populated a 3, if we populated a 2, it would be third, and so on. So 0 is the actual default, and that's what I want. So we're going to post that, and there you have it. That's all there is to it. I hope that helped, and thanks for watching.